Hello everyone, just want to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Today is Saturday, October the 30th, and this is going to be my second video that I'm posting today. This video is going to be about just my health, just some things that have happened recently. Just kind of bring you up to date. I told you about the issue with my legs, my calves, on both of my legs. On June the 15th, after eating a meatball sub from Subway, my legs immediately became stiffened and enlarged. And they really haven't changed since. I had to go to the emergency room twice, and I just went again. So there's been 3 times that I've had to go to the emergency room about my legs. As I stated, they're like probably 3 times bigger. My calves are about 3 times bigger than what they should be. They're very stiff. It's like there's no blood flow, like no blood flow at all. And they're extremely heavy. Both of my legs from my knee down feel like they weigh 100 pounds each. They're extremely heavy. Then a few weeks ago, I ate something from McDonald's, and it seemed like the left leg, which is smaller than the right leg, ended up getting bigger, tighter as well. So, as I stated, I've been to the emergency room twice, and both times, basically I was told everything was fine, everything looked fine, just to kind of watch my sodium intake. They did prescribe me a medication to help with the inflammation. And I haven't been able to get those filled because when I went to get them submitted, they were the place I took them to. They were not in my network. So I've got to figure out where to go and get these filled. More recently, what's happened is my feet have swollen. So my feet, although they were slightly swollen, probably within the past 2 weeks, they've become extremely swollen, like huge. Don't know what's triggering this. Okay. So like I said, that's been within the past 2 weeks. Even the tops of my feet are swollen huge, like just all the way around, like unlike anything I've seen before. On top of that, there is like at the same time, all this happened about the same time, about 2 weeks ago. There's like an indentation around my ankles. Like if someone were to wrap a cord around your ankles and pull it as tight as they can, that's the kind of indentation that's going on around my ankles. Both of them. It's like an invisible cord is wrapped around my ankles that is restricting my blood flow. It's absolutely weird. That's only been like within the past 2 weeks. So because of that, and then Monday, on the right foot, the 2 toes next to the big toe started hurting. And when I looked at them, they looked like they had, like there's some type of a ring. They're poofy. Like there's a poofy ring around the base where they connect to my foot on both of those toes. So it's hurting. It's making it hard for me to walk. It's affecting the ball of my foot, and my foot is wanting to turn outward as opposed to walk straight. So it's just causing problems for this right leg. The left one is fine. I can walk with no pain in spite of the fact that it's swollen. So anyway, I'm at the bus stop as usual. I forgot to mention that. So if you hear noise, and of course I'm letting you continue to see all the traffic that's surrounding me. This is nonstop. everywhere I go, this happens. And it's not even as bad as it normally is. But so those two toes started acting up, or started experiencing pain like Monday. So I'm trying to figure out what triggered it. Because prior to that, it was fine. I was walking fine. There was no pain, even though my legs were swollen, even though my foot was swollen. So all of these things basically led me to go to the emergency room. Well, two more things happened. So on the bottom of my foot, there's a spot on both of my feet, the exact same spot on both feet, that the skin, I noticed the skin is peeling. And that wasn't going on before either. So I actually went and I got a pedicure. And yeah. So I can't explain as to why there are two spots, the exact same spots on both feet, that is peeling. It wasn't doing it before. And then on top of that, I noticed there's two spots on my upper thigh, my upper inner thigh, that I feel like there's something there. Like, I'm not in pain if I walk, but if I go to that spot and I press on it, I feel like there's something there. So I began to get nervous that this could be some kind of blood clot, because something is obviously going on with the flowing of my blood, the restriction of my blood. And so that's what led me to go ahead and go to the emergency room again, because I didn't want to take any chances. And so, but they did check me for blood clots the last time I was there, and they said that everything was fine. They actually did an ultrasound, and they said everything was fine. Now, I just left. I went to the emergency room on Thursday. They didn't do anything. They didn't take any x-rays. They didn't draw any blood work. They did absolutely nothing. Nothing. She said that I spoke to the doctor. The doctor said that they had done everything that they could do the last time I was there. She reviewed all of my my blood work and stuff. She actually said that basically everything was fine. She told me the same thing. She said that to watch my sodium intake. She prescribed me something to help with the inflammation and the pain, ibuprofen, which were the same medications that I was previously given that I just haven't gotten filled. So yeah, once again, this is what I'm being told. You see that nasty black cat? Anyway, yeah, these it's a bunch of cats over here. I'm telling you, it's a bunch of cats. So anyway, basically nothing was done. Nothing new was done. Nothing. They didn't draw my blood. They didn't take an x-ray. They didn't do anything. They said they had done everything based on the last time I came. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. So I'm being told everything is fine. Just to watch, obviously to watch my diet. That my diet can be affected. It's my sodium intake. Yeah, just the only other thing that she did say that I could possibly have a vein that's not working properly. And then she also mentioned that it could be something is going wrong with my lymphatic system. But how does that happen overnight? I have no history of any type of medical issues. How does my lymphatic system and a nerve go bad overnight? Literally. This happened as a result of as soon as I ate some food. Now, I even requested the toxicology report to find out everything that was in my blood, and they said they couldn't do it. So this is when I'm not trusting what I'm being told, is the bottom line. I don't trust anything that these people are telling me. I think they know exactly what's going on and are hiding it. Because I do believe they are putting shit in my food and the water. I'm going to do a separate video about what's going on with the water, because it's ridiculous. But so that's where I am with that. So that was the new information she said. She said I could have a vein that's not working properly and that it potentially could be my lymphatic system. But I could get no details on how that could happen or why, nothing. So I'm going to have to do some research on my own and figure this out. Oh, I know what I was going to say. And I truly do believe with this thing that's going on around my ankles and stuff, this like cord, this weird feeling, it literally feels like somebody has a cord tied around my ankles. I really believe this is witchcraft. I absolutely believe this is witchcraft. Now, this only started like 2 weeks ago, and it's like it overnight. I don't put anything past these people and what they're doing. They're putting things in my food, the water, you name it. It's being done. It's being done. I can't trust what these medical people are telling me. I don't believe them. I believe they know what's going on. I believe they're in on it. And yet I'm left with health deteriorating. And listen to me, I have no history of any problems in my health. Nothing. Ever. Until all of this shit started. Nothing. The worst thing I've ever had is, I think I may have had the flu once. Or something similar. Like an upper respiratory something. Nothing else ever. I've never had any surgeries, major surgery, nothing. Not a broke toe, nothing. You hear me? From birth until up to my age now, I'm in my 40s. Now all of a sudden everything is going wrong and there's no explanation for it, but I know they're putting shit in my food. No. And I can't even trust going to the doctor after they're making me sick, and then I can't even trust the doctors when I go. Because they're all in on this. Something is not right. And I am not going to be quiet about it. So, anyway, yeah, and I've also started having just these horrible headaches, like bad headaches. And I don't suffer from headaches, but that could be any number of reasons. But I'm definitely having these major headaches like around my temple. Like the last one I had, it was like around right at my temple, like hurt. And last week I had one, and it was like I could feel the pressure behind my eye. On the left side of my face, behind my eye, going into my temple. So I've been having these reoccurring headaches. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot that I'm dealing with. So yeah. So if you see this, I need prayer. I really need people to pray for my health, pray for my legs, my feet, that everything will return to normal. Because I'm not gonna accept this at all. I will never accept being sick and weak. When I know that there is no reason for it, none. Yes, I understand my eating is out of control. I do need to work on that. But even in that, I've never been sick or sickly. I believe these people are doing something to make me sick. And I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here desperately. Okay, so I'm just going to end there. There was something else I feel like I'm missing that I didn't say. But I'm going to leave it at that. But I am going to share one last thing that happened yesterday when I was catching the bus. So I'm at the bus stop, and there is this older black woman that comes up to me. I told you about how all these old people are everywhere. So, and they're making me nervous and paranoid. So this older black woman comes up to me, and she offers to help me with my bag. And I was like, well, no, I can handle it. I mean, she was so old and feeble. I'm like, what can you help me with this bag? How can you help me with this bag? But I was fine. I'm much stronger than you. I didn't say all this to her, but that's what I was thinking. Like, no, I'm good. I don't need you to help me. So this woman proceeds to try and touch me. Like, she didn't try, she did. So when I told her I didn't want her to help me with my bag, she then started, like, she grabbed my hand and started touching me. And then she put her hand on my head. Now, I don't know this lady. I don't know who the hell this lady is. And I'm like, what? I'm sitting there like, why are you touching me? Why are you trying to touch me? And you are a stranger to me. You don't go up to people. I'm at the bus. You don't touch people like that. And then on top of that, we got this COVID thing going on. Why would you be touching somebody else when we got this COVID thing? People are not even shaking hands. People are touching elbows. So why is this strange woman at the bus stop literally trying to put her hands on me, like wanting to touch me? And she did. Because I was in there like, what the heck? It just took me by surprise. I'm like, what is going on? Well, did she just put her hand on my head? And so I'm saying that to say this because, look, the Bible says, don't let no man lay hands on you suddenly. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you've been. I don't know what you into. And I'm a stranger. You don't know me. And you trying to put your hands on me? I don't know what kind of spirits you got. That's how they transfer spirits. Now, I'm sorry. This is reality. See, the enemy will bring somebody across your path, and he'll make it seem like they're innocent. That this is an innocent situation, but it's not. It's not. And see, he'll make you look at like, okay, she's just a little old lady. She's just being nice. No, this woman don't know me. Why is she grabbing on me and putting her hands on my damn head? Don't you touch me. I don't know where you've been. I don't know what you've been. If I want to be touched, I'll let you know. You don't come up to me touching me, especially with this COVID crap going on. And this woman, after I told her she couldn't help me with my bag, she put her hand on my arms, and then just literally just reached to she wanted to put her hands on my head. She put her hands on my head. And so I was like, this is crazy. I got on the bus. I started thinking about it. And the Holy Spirit reminded me because I had covered myself in the blood that morning. So whatever they were planning, whatever this was about, if it was some type of demonic or them trying to transfer some kind of spirit, I was covered in the blood. And the Holy Spirit reminded me of that when I was on the bus. Like, you're covered. And then later that day, I had like this really interesting, almost supernatural thing happen with my, I can't even go into it, but it was another confirmation of me seeing something in the spirit to let me know that my angels are on guard. And I have nothing to fear. That my angels are surrounding me at all times. And there is nothing to fear. So, I just wanted to say that. I just needed to document that. And I earnestly ask for your prayers concerning my health, concerning me getting this. I have to get my weight under control, and specifically my legs and my feet and this swelling and inflammation coming out. I will never bow down to any form of sickness or disease when I know Jesus paid the price for me to be free. So I am not going to accept this ever, ever. Thanks for listening.